Fertilization and Development. Human Anatomy and Physiology. Fertilization, fusion of sperm and an ovum, occurs in the fallopian tubes of the female. An oocyte is viable for 24 hours, sperm are viable for 72 hours. Takes sperm 1 to 2 hours to complete journey up the female duct system. Must swim against the ciliary current. Fertilization and Implantation. Section 39-4. Uterine wall. Blastocyst. Morula. 4 cells. 2 cells. Zygote. Ovary. Fallopian tube. Day 3. Day 2. Day 1. Day 4. Fertilization. Day 0. Day 7. Implantation of blastocyst. Egg released by ovary. Cleavage, a rapid series of mitotic divisions. Begins with zygote and ends with a blastocyst. Implantation. Blastocyst implanted into endometrium of uterus. The blastocyst implants. Le 4615a. Cleavage starts. Cleavage continues. Ovary. Fertilization occurs. The blastocyst implants. Uterus. Ovulation. Endometrium. From ovulation to implantation. Pregnancy. Placenta. Formed when the outer layer of the blastocyst mingles with the endometrium. Connects to fetus by the umbilical cord. Serves as respiratory, nutritive, and excretory needs of the embryo. Produces hormones of pregnancy including estrogen and progesterone. Functioning by 3rd week. The tissue of the fetus releases human chorionic gonadotropin, HCG, which helps maintain the uterine lining. Le 46-16. Maternal. Arteries. Maternal. Veins. Placenta. Maternal portion of placenta. Umbilical cord. Chorionic villus. Containing fetal. Capillaries. Fetal portion of placenta, chorion. Maternal blood. Pools. Placental circulation. From the 4th week of development until birth, the placenta, a combination of maternal and embryonic tissues, transports nutrients, respiratory gases, and wastes between embryo or fetus and the mother. Maternal blood enters the placenta in arteries, flows through blood pools in the endometrium, and leaves via veins. Embryonic or fetal blood which remain in vessels enters the placenta through arteries and passes through capillaries in chorionic villi, where oxygen and nutrients are acquired. Fetal blood leaves the placenta through veins leading back to the fetus. Uterus. Umbilical arteries. Fetal arteriole. Fetal venule. Umbilical vein. Umbilical cord. Placental circulation. From the 4th week of development until birth, the placenta, a combination of maternal and embryonic tissues, transports nutrients, respiratory gases, and wastes between embryo or fetus and the mother. Maternal blood enters the placenta in arteries, flows through blood pools in the endometrium, and leaves via veins. Embryonic or fetal blood which remain in vessels enters the placenta through arteries and passes through capillaries in chorionic villi, where oxygen and nutrients are acquired. Fetal blood leaves the placenta through veins leading back to the fetus. 20 weeks. 14 weeks. 5 weeks. Pregnancy, 1st trimester. Radical change for the mother and the embryo. During its first 2 to 4 weeks, the embryo obtains nutrients directly from the endometrium until placenta forms. Blood from the embryo travels to the placenta through arteries of the umbilical cord and returns via the umbilical vein. May period of organogenesis. Development of the body organs. Heart develops first. Neural tube develops. All body systems appear by week 8. Now a fetus. Pregnancy, 2nd trimester. During the second trimester, the fetus grows and is very active. The mother may feel fetal movements. The uterus grows enough for the pregnancy to become obvious. Pregnancy, third trimester. More growth. Kicking, rolling, stretching. Eyes open, week 32. Lungs mature. Rotates to head down. Position. Childbirth. Due date is 280 days from the start of the last menstrual period. Initiation of labor. Estrogen reaches highest level of pregnancy, causing progesterone to stop quieting the uterine muscles. Leads to irregular contractions called Braxton's Hicks, false labor. Two more chemical signals convert false labor into real labor pains. Oxytocin. Prostaglandins. So, oxytocin and prostaglandins initiate the rhythmic, expulsive contractions of true labor. Positive feedback mechanism. Stronger contractions lead to release of more oxytocin, leading to even stronger contractions. Estrogen oxytocin from ovaries from fetus and mothers. Le 46 to 18. Estrogen. Oxytocin. From ovaries, from fetus and mothers. Posterior pituitary. Induces oxytocin. Receptors on uterus. Positive feedback. Stimulates uterus to contract. Stimulates placenta to make. Prostaglandins stimulate more contractions of uterus. Stages of labor: dilation stage, expulsion stage, placental stage. Cervix fully dilated by baby's head to 10 centimeters. Cervix softens. Water breaks, amniotic fluid released. Lasts 6 to 12 hours. Expulsion stage. Time from full dilation to delivery of baby can take as long as 2 hours, typically 15 minutes, 20 minutes if not first child. Placental stage. Delivery of placenta takes 15 minutes. Dilation of the cervix. Expulsion, delivery of the infant. Placenta, cervix, uterus, umbilical cord. Delivery of the placenta. Detaching. Contraception and abortion. Contraception, the deliberate prevention of pregnancy, can be achieved in a number of ways. Some general contraceptive methods: preventing release of eggs and sperm, keeping sperm and egg apart, preventing implantation of an embryo. Abortion is the termination of a pregnancy.